I've been working in life sciences for most of my working life, maybe 25 or 30 years, and I've spent time in therapeutics, drugs, pharmaceuticals, I've spent time in diagnostics, I've spent time in informatics, and these three areas are coming together in quite an interesting way. But what increasingly has been worrying me over recent years is what I call the innovation gap, this gap between what bioscience might in principle be able to deliver for patients and for the health system and what in practice we're getting out. Now the interesting thing is that our progress in basic bioscience has been exponential. We've been able to sequence the genome, to identify differences between people, identify proteins of importance in therapeutics and get their structures settled, unravel the whole system's biology in a dramatic way. And yet the number of practical things that have come out of the pipeline that will actually be adopted and used in the health system has been depressingly low. So as I thought about this mystery of why we have such a big gap between the basic progress in bioscience and the practical impact on patients and the health system, I've identified 5 different gaps, actually. A gap on what people work on, a gap on taking the outcomes of research into particular potential products, taking those potential products through clinical trials, and then getting them adopted in the health system. And the 5th gap, actually, is learning from what happens when we use those products in the health system for what we should be working on in the future and how best to use those products. Now, I think there's actually a golden thread in the solution to these gaps, and I call it precision medicine. It's a pretty common phrase that people are using these days. But it's about being able to target things much more precisely to diseases and to patients in ways that we never could do before. In the pre-genomic era, we could never do this. And now in terms of both how we work, what we produce, how we target it, and how we can ensure it's adopted in the health system, I see precision medicine as the key to many of those changes.